Your Roth IRA could be one of the best, most powerful wealth building tools in your retirement arsenal. And the cool thing is, in 2026, they have upped the limit from $7,000 all the way up to $7,500 that you could put in for your retirement. In today's video, we're going to be talking about 6 different ETFs that could boost your Roth IRA for the future.
This video is purely educational content and should not be considered personal finance advice. I'm not a licensed financial advisor and I don't know your financial situation, risk tolerance, or even investment goals. Past performance doesn't guarantee future results, and always do your own research and consider consulting with a qualified financial professional before making any investment. Alright, let's get on to the video.
Hey guys, my name is Steve, and I run the Frugal Expat website where we try to help people to save more and invest better. And today we're talking about 6 different ETFs that can make your Roth IRA fat, big, and it could make it strong for the future. So what is a Roth IRA? So a Roth IRA is an individual retirement account that you can put after-tax money into it. So basically, when you hit that age of 59 and a half, you can pull out all that money tax-free. How cool is that? Now, this year in 2026, you're going to be able to put in $7,500, and last year it was $7,000, so the more money you can put in, the better. Now, if you are over the age of 50, you can put in actually $8,600 into your Roth IRA, so that's a little bit of catch-up. Now, there's some other rules, of course, like if you're a single filer and you make under $153,000, you can invest into your Roth IRA. The more you make over that, the less you can put in. So there's just some goods, some bads, and well, of course, I mean, a Roth IRA is tax-free money in your retirement. Now, the great thing about this is, remember, like I said, you pull everything after tax out free. And so that's good news. So if you want to make this a great fund for you, you want to make it as big as possible. Rob Berger once said you want to make your Roth IRA as fat as a tick, and so that's what we're going to talk about. So we're going to be talking about some great ETFs that are going to make it huge, and at the end of the video I'm going to talk about how some retirees may want to add some different things into your Roth IRA. Alright, let's get to it. Now, ETF number 1 is going to be VTI, which is the Vanguard Total Market Index Fund ETF. Now, the reason I put VTI on here, it is a great broad market ETF that you can add to your portfolio. Now, you can also put in VOO or even SEHB. There are some great broad market ETFs out there. I put VTI because I like some of the small caps and mid caps that's added on to there, but it not only has growth companies, it also has value companies. So you have growth with like Apple, you have value with like Berkshire Hathaway, and so these combined together creates a great portfolio that you could add to your Roth IRA. Now, this has got about 4,100 different companies. The expense ratio is rock bottom at 0.03%, and the 10-year average is sitting at about 14.68%. And so you're doing pretty good for the long term. Today of 2025, it was around 17%, so that's great news to you. Now, it's got some top companies like Apple, Nvidia, Microsoft, Broadcom, Berkshire Hathaway, Tesla, Amazon. These are some great companies that you would want in your portfolio. And I know what you're thinking, that maybe it's not as sexy as like a QQQ, but this is a great one that you can buy and hold and create a stable base for your portfolio. ETF number 2 is going to be QQQ, which is the Invesco QQQ Trust ETF, and this ETF's been around for a very long time. It was created in 1998, 1999, and it continued to grow for the long term. Now, the reason I add this one is because it's got some of that growth in it. It's got about 50 to 54% of technology in this ETF. Some of the top holdings are going to be Nvidia, Microsoft, Apple, plus you have like Costco, and this tracks the NASDAQ 100, which is the top 100 companies on the NASDAQ exchange. Plus, they also have non-financials. So no JP Morgan on there, but you're gonna have companies that are innovating and creating. The reason I like this ETF is because it adds a little bit more growth. It's got a stable bunch of companies, about 100 of them. It's got a pretty good expense ratio of 0.20%, and it's averaged about 19.91% over the last 10 years. Now, if you're looking for a good ETF to grow your money, QQQ is one of the best. It's also one of the most liquid ETFs on the market, so you're getting some pretty good prices. And if you want something cheaper, QQQM is basically the same thing, but at a 0.15%. So this is a great ETF to add to your portfolio. You're getting the NASDAQ 100, you're getting a top liquid ETF, you're getting an old ETF, you're getting one that's got innovation and creativity into it. So this could be a great one to add to your Roth IRA. Now, if you're looking for a great place to kind of track your portfolio and see how your performance is doing, one place I like to look is Snowball Analytics. Now, I've been using Snowball Analytics since February of 2025, and it's a great place where I can track my portfolio, see how my stocks are doing, see how my ETFs are doing, see how it is compared to the S&P 500. And I can track on my phone, my computer, and if you want to sign up for it, I'm going to leave a link in my description and link in my pinned comments. You can sign up for a free version, you can sign up for a paid version. If you do sign up for the paid version, there's a discount if you use my link and you use my code, the Frugal Expat. And the cool thing is, I mean, this is also a way that can help keep my channel going because it's an affiliate link, so I get a small percentage. No cost to you. Like I said, it's a discount if you use my link. So let me know and continue to kind of track the portfolio and see how you're doing. Use Snowball Analytics. Like I said, link in the description, link in my pinned comments. Let's get back to the video. Our next ETF is going to be SMH, which is the VanEck Semiconductor ETF. Now, this ETF is a great favorite of many people. Now, it doesn't have that many holdings. It's got about 25 different chip holdings. But remember, chips make everything run. We're talking about computers. We're talking about cars. We're talking about all sorts of softwares. And so you need some of these chips to go. Now, some of the best ones out there are, of course, you got NVIDIA, AMD, Micron. They're designing chips. Then you have Taiwan Semiconductors creating the chips. You have ASML, which is creating the machines that create the chips. And so it is a great ETF with all these companies combined, creating some of the best chips out there. Now, the cool thing is it's got a pretty good performance. Over the last 10 years, it has averaged a 32%. Year to date for last year in 2025, it was doing about 50 to 52%. And so you're getting a great ETF that's got all these great chip companies. If you don't want to just invest in NVIDIA, or maybe Broadcom, or even into Taiwan Semiconductors, you can invest in all of them with this one ETF. Now, it's got an expense ratio of 0.35%, so it costs about $35 for every $10,000 invested. And, over the long term, it will continue to grow and grow. Now, some years are going to be more volatile than others, so some years it's going to have a big dip. Some years it's going to have a big rise. So I'm not going to say that every year is going to be perfect, but if you continue to invest for the long term, you're going to reap some of those rewards. So this is a great ETF that could make your Roth IRA huge, big, but it could also just make sure to do your financial studies, research, and also ask your financial advisor. All right, let's get on to our next ETF. Our next ETF is more of the pure technology ETF, and that is VGT. Now, VGT is the Vanguard Information Technology ETF. Now, this one tracks all the tech. So we're talking about 330 different companies. We're talking about large caps, mid caps, and small caps. We're talking about software, semiconductors. We're talking about also, just computing all together. So there are companies like Broadcom, NVIDIA, Microsoft, Apple, Palantir, Micron. These are all part of this ETF. Even Oracle and Cisco, these are part of this ETF. So if you want just pure technology, not just like a mixed bag like a QQQ or just all the stocks on the US stock market like a VTI, VGT is where it's at. It's got an expense ratio 0.09%, so it's pretty cheap, rock bottom prices. It's got a pretty good performance the last 10 years, averaging about 23%. And so you're getting a really good performance. You're getting a good solid ETF from a reputable company like Vanguard, and it gives you all the technology. Now, I wouldn't make this the 100% of my portfolio. That's why we're going over 6 different ETFs. But remember just to do your own research and check with your financial advisor to see if this could be one that you want to add to your portfolio. Now, our next ETF has been gaining some momentum over the last couple years, and that is SPMO. Now, SPMO is the Invesco S&P Momentum ETF. Now, this ETF Like I said, it's gaining some momentum. And that's a pun on words, but it really is a momentum ETF. What it does, it takes the top 100 momentum factor companies on the S&P 500 and it adds it into this portfolio. Now it's got a 72% turnover ratio, so semi-annually in March and September, it takes the bad and brings in some more good. So those companies are going up and up and up, it's gonna bring those in. It's like the FOMO factor. And we have seen that it's outperforming the S&P 500 and doing pretty well. Now, some of the top companies are gonna be Nvidia, Broadcom, JP Morgan, Netflix, Walmart. Now, these are probably some companies you probably didn't think about. I mean, it's got JP Morgan, and that's a great company to add to your portfolio. And it's got some other good ones. So this is a great ETF that's got a kind of a mixed bag. It doesn't have just all technology. It doesn't just have like 54% technology. It's got like 33 to 34% technology. It's got like some of the sector makeups of like a VTI, but it's got about 100 different companies and the ones that are doing the best today. And so this ETF's got an expense ratio of 0.13%, so it only costs about $13 for every $10,000 invested. It's got a great track record, and over the last 10 years, it's averaged about 18.25%. Now, the 10-year average doesn't beat a QQQ, but the 4 and 5-year average, it's beating QQQ with a 21 to 22% average. So that is great news. Now, the downturns haven't been so bad either. And so most people are going to say momentum factor ETFs are going to have bad downturns, but in 2022, when the whole market was down anywhere between 18 to 33%, SPMO was down only 10.46%. That's great news. And so it's had some good ups and downs. And so this is a great one that you could add to your portfolio. It could be a core, it could be the only holding, and it's just a good one that's got momentum factor into it. Now, since we talked about SPMO, number 6 is IDMO, which is the Invesco S&P International Developed Momentum ETF. This ETF does the same thing SPMO does, but on the international market. Now, we're talking about a year-to-date performance of about 42% for 2025. We're in 2026. So if you want to add more internationals and you want some of that momentum factor, this one could be it. Now, it's got an expense ratio of 0.25%, so it costs about $25 for every $10,000 invested. This ETF tracks about anywhere between 100 to 200 different companies from developed nations. We're talking about Europe, Japan, Canada, South Korea, Taiwan, Australia, so many great developed countries out there with some developed stocks that you can add to your portfolio. Now, the top holdings right now are HSBC, you got Siemens, you've got Rolls-Royce, and Alliance. And so these are some great companies that could be added to your portfolio. It's got a great yield of about 3.68%. And the last 10 years, it's averaged around anywhere between 10 to 13%. And so that's great news to you. Now, you may be wondering, it's not really 10 years old, but it's getting close to that 10-year mark. And so this is a great ETF that you can buy and hold and put it into your Roth IRA. Now, the cool thing is it's just like SPMO. It rotates out those losers and brings in the winners. And so you're getting a good mix of some international developed companies in this ETF. And as internationals continue to fly up, you're getting some of that great momentum. Now, this ETF is internationals, and so you may not want it. You may be just all US focused, and that's okay. That's why we had 5 other ETFs. Now, most of you guys may be wondering if maybe you're older, maybe you're in your 40s or your 50s and you're getting close to retirement. Well, I've got some bonus ones there to add to your portfolio. So if you're looking for something that's not growth, but it's more income focused, more maybe dividend focused, well, of course, you can get a great dividend ETF of a FDVV or a VYN. Those have some great yields anywhere between 2.4 to 3% with some good growth along with it. If you're looking for even more income, there's some great cover call ETFs like a SPYI, you got QQQI, you have GPIX and GPIQ, or a QDVO. These ETFs give you some great income anywhere between an 8 to 14% yield, and so that's great news if you're looking for more income and you can stack those on to your portfolio. So those are some great ETFs that you can buy and hold in your Roth IRA. And the cool thing is you can add more money this year than you did last year. So it continues to compound over time. Remember, we don't want just like those safe and easy ones. want to grow this to the biggest it can be, so when you take it out in retirement, it's tax-free. That's great news. All right, let me know in the comments, what is your favorite Roth IRA ETFs, and what are ones you may be adding for 2026? Let me know in the comments, and I'll see you guys in our next video.